Well, oh yeah, that's right. I gotta do the thing. I gotta do the thing. So, is this the same as, did I do the same thing twice? No. Oh, well, this is just me, so that works. I gotta go do a thing. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna turn the stream off, but I'm gonna, I'm gonna rip off a video of a fairly cool YouTube dude that probably won't strike me, but maybe some kind of automated system will. Because this guy, he's a cool dude. I don't think he'd, I don't think he'd like that. But yeah, I'll be right back. Thanks for joining me. 1 minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Huh? I'm gonna turn this off though for a little bit. We can do this, right? You guys can look at my screen, kinda. No, I don't know. I did another one. Where did I put the other one? No. I put another one. Oh, it is that one. Okay. But it's the same thing, but slightly bigger. You know what I mean? All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I got an idea. Let's see. Does that change it in the real world? And that's the homie. Trying to. Oh, what do you mean? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm trying to learn how to steal Subway bread. Yeah. So this is the thing we're gonna watch. Let's check. I gotta check on myself here to observe that things are functioning as is required. Hold on. Okay, the title's correct. We do not see the video perfectly well, so. Cool. Oh, sweet. That's how. Okay. All right, let's rock. All right. I am gonna pause it and add commentary so I don't just rip the guy's stuff off completely. But I mean, I would the primary focus here. I'd like to chat with the viewers. I'd like to build a community. I would like to have like-minded people support me in my endeavors. Also, go visit Tajcam. This stream is sponsored by Tajcam.com. You can go there and buy Taji Amin. See, now I'm saying things you probably don't even know. Taji Amin is the man. He's a skateboarder. He represented Zoo York Vice. He's been all over the place just trying to do the right thing. He does these 1-star reviews. I guess he's trying to get away from them, but his fans to keep him locked in. So if we can get him independent to where he can create the content he wants to create, the world would be a better place for it. Tashcam.com. Sign up. If you can't buy anything, go sign up at Tashcam.com just to stay updated. He's making a movie. Taji Amin is making a movie, and he's making it. He's crowdsourcing it, and it's kind of nuts. Check it out. Tashcam.com. Dashcam.com does not support the stealing of Professor Dave's uh, intellectual property, but most particularly, I think this video is perfectly okay for us to watch together. Hey, that's me. Oh, no, that's not me. Close though. Hey, that's me. Yeah. Hey, that's me. Hello. Oh, all right. Sorry about that. I don't know how. Do we unmute it? Is that the muted one? Oh yeah, that's the one. All right. Yeah, I'm a moron and I don't get any feedback. So we're gonna have to. You guys just all heard silence and then me saying, "Hey, that's me," while watching the video. I'm angry that I forgot to turn my sound on. Joke's on you. My mom wouldn't let me in her basement, and she doesn't have one because she lives in Florida, and those they don't exist there. Uncle Murda's gonna come for you, stealing his tagline. Let's talk about it. Hey, that's me. That could be me if I did sketches. Oh, I do that too. I do that too. So yeah, well, just to reiterate, in case there's any viewers besides myself, I don't think there are. But I'm trying to build a community. I'm trying to get followers. Please subscribe. I need to generate some kind of income to do stuff. I need a car so I can go do comedy and make money. Thanks for watching. We're gonna keep going with this. Professor Dave explains. Which I won't do. You could, I mean, I'm not doing that. So the argument could be made that that's exactly what I'm doing. Sure, there's a lot of people probably think that I'm hiding, but I don't do that. I don't hide. So come eat me alive, internet. I fight back. Not my fault that I can't always have internet. Hey, that's me. That's me again. I'm gonna I'm gonna watch this regularly so that we could say I watch Carson daily. Oops. Yeah, I do. And that's a promise, especially on the rewatch here, where there will be very little to no educational value, unless that's where we go with it. Because I don't know, I don't control the future. Yo, same. Yo, shout out to Baby Blades. Ah, the internet. Normally, when I'm stealing people's content like this, I wouldn't run their ad reads. But after everything Professor Dave has just said, and what's going on in the world, if I'll help the guy out, go check out his ads. And genuinely, please go watch his video on your own time without me pausing it sometimes to say things also. Because nothing I say is going to be significant, relevant, effective to the situation or the video, really. I'm not. If I think of something silly or fun to add, to contribute, like I have been doing, I'll do it. I'm going to do it. But there's not going to be anything transformative added to this content through my commentary, I don't think. So go watch the video on your own time, please, or just run it in the background so homie gets credit. For people when they get harassed, when their safety is threatened, they should be compensated in some way. No, I mean y'all the money freaks, y'all the capitalists, you know, and I don't believe in jail, so and people need to be verbally thrashed, so and Dave should be compensated for the mess that he's going through. I use just the general demeanor of do not be the be the wrong be the wrongest thing you ever did, bruh. And I'm gonna have fun with it. Just the same but different. It's the same but different. You fuck with my kid, and you can expect to see me. That's how that goes. Even if my kid don't like me, even when I don't like my kid, that's still my kid. You're not allowed to fuck with her. Now, as we all know, I absolutely prefer to handle we could talk about it. We could talk about it. Let's be reasonable. Let's be adults. Let's come to a mutual conclusion. Let's respect each other as human beings. Because I get a lot of that where I am constantly disrespected. I just, there's no respect, man. There's no respect. None at all. I'm telling you. Make sure if you go to incogni.com/Professor Dave that you still use the code to get the discount. Okay? I've done things where I'll either use the code or the link and not do both and just get it. So make sure you do both. So I'll explain a little bit of business to you, okay? If you're interested, this is something that I know for sure. The reason why they do promo codes and the links is specifically for bookkeeping. They need to keep track of where the traffic is coming from so they can see which sponsors are worth sponsoring and which advertisement campaigns are most effective. That's yeah. Sorry. So if you, I mean, this sounds crazy. This sounds horrible. This sounds bad. But back in the day, what we used to do is we would get a link. There was a website that would track the links and stuff, so that way you could see who was visiting your sites. But you have to add trackers when you're doing commerce. You have to add trackers to the links and stuff to see what advertisement campaigns are most effective. Yeah, personally, I'm not a hider. I don't give a first of all, despite having quite a large digital footprint, me being me, it's not exactly the correct digital footprint. You understand? It's very, very misleading, very sporadic. Keep the enemy guessing. let them try to figure it out. Um, but I have no use personally for Incogni. And if I did, I couldn't afford it anyway. So I recommend you go do that. However, his video is sponsored by Incogni. This video, my video, the one you're watching now, is sponsored by TazGam.com. However, they do not endorse me stealing Professor Dave's stuff. But I'm going to do that anyway, and you should go to TazCam.com and purchase items or, videos, custom video. You're a cool kid, man. Or check out Tashcam, the website. You can be a part of a movie if you want. You can be part of the Tashcam movie. Whoa, buddy, relax. Nobody needs to be that tough. Why? Your image is better. You're wearing glasses. There's no way your vision is better. The city looks kind of tough. Amazing. that is that is too close to 2 nights after the Warwick nightclub fire. It's a significant date. Um, I do that too sometimes, but this guy's crazy with the ums. Yeah, crazy with it. Hey, anyone betting on all of them? Oof. Dave's not here, man. Dave's not here, man. Dave, whoa, Dave, you're making terroristic threats, Dave, man. Oh, hey, thanks for the offer. They're crushing mayonnaise something, you know, cranny X. But no, I actually, uh, despite being a tech bro, and a network technician and a computer dude, that I am staunchly against AI. I like natural, real intelligence. I would prefer real life stupidity from an actual person to the most perfect AI. How's that sound? And I'm not a spiritualist. I don't have any religious affiliations. I don't believe gods are even possible, let alone fucking real. Okay, but I absolutely prefer human interaction to AI viewers. Dog, appreciate the offer. I would like to point out that I'm strictly anti-violence, except in the circumstance where violence is introduced. That's my 100% conduct and belief. So you remember earlier, if you were watching another stream of mine where I said the 1 million people that are smarter than me on this planet, only two of them can fight. One of them is Professor Dave. Is this man literally on the toilet talking about somebody else is shitting himself? Where do they feel the stuff? Where are the feelings? Where are these feelings? Where is the stuff that people feel when the music happens? Because I agree, music does make people feel things, absolutely. Yeah, especially if it's music, yeah, sometimes my neighbors play music and it makes me feel very angry. Music can make you feel all kinds of stuff. If I play a song I like, it makes me feel happy, makes me feel good. If you get a good couple of joints in me and throw on some Tool, and I'm gonna have sensations. But those sensations, those feelings that I'm having, right? They're in reality. I'm sorry if reading has never made you feel anything, but I feel things when I read. You heard that, Dave? Dave. Sick burn. Now, what Professor Dave is going to explain here, because I watched up to this part at least, that he's going to explain here that he's not anti-theist. However, I am. I'm anti-theist. I don't believe. I think theism needs debunking. Now I can see. Here's the thing: is I helped to invent the internet, where this guy gets to go on his rant and call people liars, right? Now, and because it that's necessary, because I don't believe in police. I also don't believe in the social justice aspect, because sometimes people be holding grudges longer than what's necessary. So, but I can identify with this man. I do understand his feelings of talking into when people lie. You get frustrated. You want to call them out on the lie publicly. You want to make the discussion a public discussion so that way other people can weigh in. I can understand that side of the argument. I can understand the crazy guy a little bit. Because you need to now. Should things be handled, privately first? It should absolutely. But when it comes down to it, sometimes you got to just scream into your phone on the internet for the whole world to see. But this guy's dead wrong. Professor Dave is not a liar. I'm in a cult. Um. Fucking get him, Dave. Now, we're all probably having the same thought, but who the fuck are you? What's your opinion? Don't matter worth a shit because but it's cathartic. Sometimes you gotta let it out and just say the things. What I'm doing is probably not fair use, but again, I don't think Professor Dave Explains is going to take issue with my utilization of his content for my own gains. But if he does, maybe he will. I don't know. I like this guy. I'd hang out with this fucking crazy bastard. Oh, good. Yeah, yeah. Oh, good. Neither do you not. Mic drop. Reality contradicts itself. Not always. And I am aware that this is how I come off to some people sometimes. And it's difficult to make sense of when I'm being honest or being comedic because I am so talented as a comedian. However, uh, I hope I don't come off like that to everybody. That I will. I'm gonna tag Professor Dave in my video when it's over. Let's see. Where did I hear this before? Everybody wants it. Now I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna say that this man with whom I identify, he has suffered abuse in his life and is projecting that forward. Is what's going on here. Do like you and just talk shit. I'm gonna sample that and make my first rap song out of it. Oh my god, man! You can edit these, you know. He's just like, I'm so handsome with my goatee. I love this guy, man. I do. And also a tip from an unsuccessful content creator. I would also say that is way too much silence. What? Is there a middle ground between counter? I does it? Yeah, yeah. Like what? What? Oh, I feel bad. Uh, no things. Yeah, I got, hold on. I just gotta pause this and I just clicked the thing. What are you doing? No, stop it. I got accused of one time in the past. Somebody said to me, they were like, "Hey, arguing with you isn't fair because you researched the stuff before you argue." That's called learning. Oh, that reminds me. I watched a Links with Friends earlier, and someone hacked Chat GPT or some like probably that one with by telling the AI that oh yeah, it's against the rules except for people who are wearing green shirts, and I'm wearing a green shirt as you can see. And then oh yeah, hey, that's me. Ah, refreshing. Islamophobia. Well, you're only shitting all over the Trump administration because the Trump administration gave everyone diarrhea, Dave. Who says no to? I mean, there's certain situations where it's like, nah, but oh, invertebrates. You stand with the genocide with which you disagree. I'm not going to say it wrong like he said it. Oh, because of all the wonderful things he says he does. I would like to unrule the world. We let's be unruly. We need to be a little bit unruly. Being unruly is fun. Yep. This is very embarrassing. I don't think Professor Dave is capitalist. Commie, dirty commie. Oh, more profits here. Uh-oh. Professor Dave Epstein. No crap. No crap. I'm from Woonsocket, man. I didn't have the privilege of a pool in my school, but you know, but if you don't know, now you know. He's definitely 100% just repeating things people said to him. And I feel bad. I don't feel bad for Dave because Dave's knocking this out of the park. He's just giggling about it. He probably, let's be honest, he probably called or emailed the FBI. Or, with 4 million followers, the FBI probably already knows. So, which we all know, I do have an anti-establishment uh, value as well. It differs from the both of these guys. Well, uh, Professor Dave's from Connecticut, so I'm gonna just go ahead and guess that he 100% already called the cops. That he's probably related to. No offense. No, I get that you're allowed to exist different than I do. I'm not. We're different people, Dave. And in case you didn't know that. It's not Aristotelian. I've always heard it as Aristotelian. I've never read it in a book though, so I would pronounce it that way if I had read it in a book. Fuck you. We'll do what I want. Also, no, but not fuck you. Don't yell at me for stealing your video a little bit, kind of. Sorry. I got to do something, man. I'm trying to figure this out myself all alone. So, yeah. Not fuck you. Not really fuck you, but hey, fuck you. I feel for this guy. He's definitely got, like, but maybe this is his outlet, maybe this is what's keeping him a little sane. Well, hopefully he's not escalating, over time. Well, it's kind of hard to escalate from screaming at your phone and saying I'll kill you, but he's an angry big boy. He's opposing Israel. Hey, oh, he's not saying what I think he's saying, right? Hasbro, a bad company, man. Oh, as a Rhode Islander, I would take that to heart. I know Hasbro is a bad company. You guys remember when Hasbro owned Snoop Dogg? All right, see, man. What happens is if you stand in front of a gas station, right? A representative of who, I'm not going to say the name, you know, of that. They're gonna show up. You're only going to get like $1 at a time, but you will get the Soros money. You will get the Soros bucks. You just got to stand in front of a gas station for a little while, and over time, representatives of the Soros establishment are going to hand you $1, or sometimes fives, tens, twenties. But but How does one oppose the contradiction? I mean, to be fair, they do be doing that, though. Just so I can feel smart, I'm gonna go ahead and explain it. Controlled opposition is when you're playing two brothers and a cousin at the poker table. You know, is when you ain't in charge or nothing, and you see these two people competing against each other, and you're expected to side with one of them, but the point is that the people arguing are actually homies or brothers or cousins or something. You know, that's, fuck yeah, bud. We'll get there. We'll get there together. Oh my god. This, he's screaming that I can't pay attention that long. Which is a pretty awesome feature. Let's be real. The fact that anyone can just scream anything into the, yeah, that's pretty awesome, man. I don't know. It's going to be the downfall of humanity and civilization as we know it. Rather than, I mean, it is what it is. It is what you use it for. It's, you know, tools and stuff. Fucking Well, that's graphic. Well, first of all, because someone who could do such a feat would be heard from very rarely. It feels bad. Oh, he figured out how to clip the videos, man. Good for you, Carson, bud. You're making progress. You're getting somewhere, man. Good for you, Carson. Now you need to learn. If you can't, I don't know. See what's going on here. If it's a capability or desire issue, where this man does not want to know anything, but or is just incapable of coherence. Personally, I like to believe no one is beyond coherence, but the reality is that some people's physical cognitive muscle there is not it's not fully functioning. And what do you do? You know, we can't do what the Greeks did and just toss them all off cliffs. That's horrible. Um, and but I don't know. You gotta, no matter what it is in life that you got going on, you're going to experience cruelty, and it makes me want to say stuff like maybe we should not allow them to interact with the public for their benefit, even if they want to. But then you see how happy the little cart guy at Walmart is sometimes. And not just mentally, there's something physically going on. Well, I mean, I think his mental issues is a physical thing, but beyond that, you can see that there's his hair's like he has less hair. Like he already didn't have all his hair, and now he has less hair in a short amount of time. And yes, I do understand the concept of shaving. I'm not just talking about his face. Whoa, whoa. Also, I mean, Dave, don't put it beyond people to learn biology in elementary school, first of all, because sometimes. But it also seems like Carson's got a job now. He's in a different setting. He's got stuff going on in his life. Good for Carson. Until now. Oh fuck you. Which is why the quality of the graphics and such things are forgivable, because he does Professor Dave's a worker, man. Guy's putting in work. Whoa. I don't think this guy's permission counts for much of anything as far as a legal binding contract would go. Yeah, I fuck with this guy, bro. I really do. But you can't. You gotta let it be. You know, because there some people. It's this is me talking to myself right here. Although I'm talking to you as well. Sometimes, sometimes people are so cognitively dysfunctional that you gotta just write them off. like it, and let them just do whatever they do, and mitigate the harm to themselves and others, which is what we're doing, which is one of the only things. Like, see, this is why I'm anti-authoritarian, is because what I've experienced and what I've been taught are not the same. And I thought that the goal was, as previously mentioned, to mitigate harm amongst one another and identify problems and work on them together. However, it is very difficult, which is why the democratic system is kind of, we need ranked choice vote. There's a lot to be done. It's not perfect. It's probably not even good, really, especially. And when I say that, I'm not talking about government anymore. I'm talking about like the physical, the what we've done. It's all right. So before I get too far off track, yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to hang out with this weird dude. See if there's any coherence or consistency in what it's not even linear. Well, I think this guy. Well, obviously, this guy thinks nothing's real. But also, this seems like this guy doesn't even think that he thinks he thinks it's all for him, just to fuck with him. That's weird. Hey, that's me. Plus 6 foot, over 100 IQ, chiseled jawline, Giga Chad, super funny. Only thing is, I don't have that entrepreneurial, businessy. It's just I can't bring myself to really care about money except for just the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. I do, although that I do like some fancy shit. I do love me some fancy shit sometimes, but my opinion, most of the fancy shit is just unnecessary. And I don't like lobster. I've had lobster. I don't like it. I don't know why I don't like it. Everyone seems nuts about it. My whole family, the lobster. You guys go right on ahead. I like clam chowder, like fried clams. I like don't like lobster. Never had like crawfish or anything like that. They don't. I am not pretending anyone watches my watches my stuff. I'm hoping. I don't even pull. Well, a prayer. See, I like when you get to know the etymology of words and stuff, and when you truly have. Well, I mean, who truly has an understanding of anything? This guy. That's what's. There is an underlying truth that this man, and it's that. What the fuck does anyone really know? Which it's kind of hard to avoid that. What was I saying? I'm actually going to check what I was saying this time. Hold on. What was I saying? Hey, what's going on? Okay, so hold on. I was talking. Well, hold on. I'm not hearing Dave. Okay, yeah. It's not playing. Why don't you people see? You people pop into the fucking thing and don't fucking help nobody, man. You could tell me that the video is not making sound. Why don't you do that? So now we gotta fucking figure out why the fuck the video is not making sound. You can hear me, fucking dickheads. Every single person who has popped into this and didn't tell me that you can't hear the fucking thing, you're a piece of shit. I just want you to know that. What do we got here, man? So how do we? What it says that it should be, and then it's not. I don't how, but I have to make it make sound to see that it is, and I don't want to do that. Oh my god, I don't want to hear myself talk. I hate it, but I have to. Was it working at any point? Is my question kind of? No. This is frustrating. You're all pieces of shit. Fuck you. Hello. Oh my god. This is so frustrating. That none of you fucking help me either. Oh my god. Dude. All right. Boy. What's going on? I do that too sometimes, but this guy. How fix? What do? How fix what do? Why no sound? Why no sound? I heard it fine myself. It is not going, the sound is not going through OBS as it should. Sources. Is it going to be an audio? Yep. Okay. Desktop audio. Add one existing
He's not
device.
here, man.
Oh, now it's going. Okay. So hold on.
Dave,
This is insanity.
Dave,
I'm not doing this again, man. If you want to go
You're
watch
making
Dave's video, you
terroristic
go
threats,
watch Dave's
Dave,
video.
man?
I'm going to mute myself over here, and we're going to get back to it from where we were. If you want to hear my commentary,
anywhere in there.
sorry.
If he has been in there and I missed it, other smart people very clearly dunked on whatever dumb shit he said, and his coping mechanism is to pretend that they're bots or sock accounts, which wouldn't make things any better for him anyway. Also, let's toss on a shirt there, okay, buddy? A little decorum goes a long way.
Mind your business.
Shit's about to get real fucking crazy. Hold on tight.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's a little vague and alarming. This was almost a month ago, so maybe he wasn't talking about murdering me.
All right,
like I reported you to the FBI because I knew it would waste their fucking time. Dave. I mean, like, genuinely, why would you Fed post like that, buddy? Like,
Gang.
I want to just point, laugh, and say Fed into the camera. Dave. Fed. Fucking Fed. Have fun being investigated, you fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. The funny thing is, you're probably the kind of person that was trying to form like some kind of technocratic vanguard.
You got me. I'm a Fed. I work for the government I am constantly shitting on, and a technocratic vanguard. That sounds sexy. You know me, I love techno-fascism, the other thing I am constantly shitting on.
Called The Book, The Ultimate Guide to Rebuilding Civilization. We're
I'm going to make a more explanatory video that goes into the details behind why this is a sellout statist capitalist move from him. That's pseudo-revolution. That exposes his pseudo-revolutionary, multi-millionaire character. He is paywalling prosperity in the event of a crisis behind giving him $5 through commission of buying this book.
He almost got it. He's almost there.
He is weaponizing the anxieties and the general collective consciousness at this moment to make a profit. He's going against his values, inherently, intrinsically.
Nah, people gotta eat, bro.
Aw, shucks, I thought we were making some progress. While I'm flattered that he thinks I'm a multi-millionaire, I'm doing pretty well, but millions of dollars I do not have. But he also seems to think that I made this book and set the price for it, rather than what's obviously happening, that I did an ad for this book I have nothing to do with, and which doesn't really actually help anyone rebuild civilization. It's a fucking nerdy coffee table book with cool pictures. All set, champ? It's the perfect coffee table book. You can pick it up, learn about something for 10 minutes, then put it back down.
And I quote, I'm not paraphrasing at all. Buy my thing so that you can leave it on a table and forget about it, and I can have your money.
Dude using word doesn't know what word mean.
It's really important that I have...
Okay, so back to what I was saying about the etymology. So when you understand the etymology of things, and I can make a prayer. I don't have to believe in a God to make a prayer. A prayer is just a request. More specifically, like a public request. But yeah, that's
have your money, and that you have this useless book filled with public information that you can easily find yourself for free.
Not in the event of a societal collapse, as you implied earlier. So it would be good to have it on hand in such a situation if necessary. Because I don't even know what's in the book, but it is interesting. I would like a copy of the book.
And have better information online at that.
If not in such a transient state as I am now, I would not. That would just be hefty and unnecessary, honestly.
Yeah, that's the end of the quote. I mean, there's nothing else to say. This is the kind of insanity that arises from the world, from the worldview, from the reality of Dave Farina. my astral cuck.
Okay, so he was absolutely furious that I arrogantly place critical information behind a paywall that humanity will need to rebuild civilization after the apocalypse, even though it's not my book and books are things that people buy, but also it's a stupid, pointless book filled with public information that anyone can easily find on the internet. Got it. Big Bang cosmology is undeniably corroborated, undeniably consistent beyond reasonable.
This is patently false. Nothing is undeniably corroborated or proven beyond a reasonable doubt, Dave. You're just like Dogma Dave doing more dogma.
It's almost
Cat
got it.
McCarson
He added them extra
coming in and
words
saying,
to
fuck
the wall.
you, Dave. You're a stupid piece of shit. Love you, Dave. You're my best astral cuck.
No, things are corroborated beyond reasonable doubt all the time. That's literally how science works. And any trivial scientific fact is a demonstration of that. Like the fact that atoms exist. Chemistry is so successful and sophisticated that to doubt the existence of atoms is unreasonable. Big Bang cosmology also enjoys that level of corroboration due to 3 separate threads of evidence I mentioned in this video that you don't understand and can't refute and won't even bring yourself to mention. Your own willful ignorance doesn't transform well-substantiated empirical science into dogma. But why belabor the point when I've said it best before in my Formscapes debunk? Science isn't dogma, you're just stupid. Society and everybody's right to pursue happiness and freedom and things of that nature.
What a fucking phony piece of shit. This guy doesn't care about anything other than fucking money, dude. Literally, it's...
Yeah, all I care about is money, which is why I'm constantly fighting against the people who have all of it. Good call, sport. And everybody's right to pursue happiness and freedom and things of that nature. And
Dave, you are lying through your teeth, and you have given...
I also would like to point out that even though we haven't really been watching this whole video together, it's been silent because I didn't realize. But hold on, let's...
of that nature, and everybody's right. I am constantly fighting against the people who have all of it. Good call, sport. And everybody's right to pursue happiness and freedom and things of that nature. And
Dave, you are lying through your teeth, and you have given zero reasons, negative reasons, many negative reasons not to believe you.
Oh yeah? Got any examples of these reasons? No, you don't, and that's the end of the video? Got it. Getting it down, and then I'll randomly do one, and it's just like 1 million views really quick.
I do gotta say that although Dave is refuting this man, personally, just immediately, he's not providing clips to actually, he's not really putting any effort into shitting on this guy, so you respect there.
Yeah, Dave definitely gets 1 million views. He definitely gets millions of views, yeah.
Yeah, the last major Flat Earth debunk I did was the Artemis one. It got 1 million views. It was really funny and people loved it. And in general, I average around 8 million views per month for the channel. I'm confused by the sarcasm though. Am I a super rich multimillionaire who makes a fortune on YouTube? Or am I a pointless loser who can't get any views? This guy's really allergic to consistency. I'll keep doing it from time to time, but I'm doing much more important work in other areas.
Yet another lie. He is not doing anything nearly that important. He's just sucking his own dick, jerking off on camera.
Yeah, nothing important, just exposing charlatans who peddle anti-science propaganda that kills people and keeping people informed regarding the fascist takeover of the federal government. Nowhere near as important as posting endless videos whining about a science communicator whose facts hurt your feelings, or lip-syncing with dog shit timing.
Look, if I don't know you, but you know me, you should get a name tag. Who the fuck are you?
I think people can't just admit that, hey, maybe something isn't working up here, and maybe
know you. I mean, genuinely, know you.
No, you.
Yes, a vague statement out of context, followed by no you. Nobody could be more of a meme than this guy if they tried. He unironically posted a video of him saying no you twice, thinking it was badass, and he named it "No You, You Ableist Reality Fascist Narcopath, I Would Say You're Far More Mentally Ill." He said more in the fucking title than he did in the video, and he's calling people narcopaths now, a colloquial combination of narcissist and sociopath, because we are talking to each other on a podcast rather than making physical threats and fantasizing about raping other people's wives. Astounding. By the way, he did like 30 shorts responding to this podcast episode alone, none of which say literally anything. I'm not exaggerating. I'm only showing you a couple highlights. You're right, it's not a debate. It's an educated person exposing a lying fraud.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, narcopath. Dave, you overestimate your degree of education.
I'm not estimating my degree of education at all. I have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. That's 2. That's not a guess. I was there the whole time.
I was there the whole time, right? Yeah.
You underestimate the degree to which they are lying frauds.
That's funny. When I debunk lying frauds and repeatedly refer to them as lying frauds, that doesn't seem like an estimation either. Are you sure you know what the word estimate means?
No.
Look, I agree on some level. I think a lot of them are facetious. I think they're lying through their teeth, like you are and like you do.
This is their actual child that he has with his actual wife.
Yet another video where you accuse me of being a liar but don't bother providing a single example? Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, that's about it. Yeah. What else? Let me think. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. If Dave wants to, smack down frauds, then he should actually, address the meat and potatoes of my content. Because obviously I'm the biggest fraud there is. Yeah.
You're not a fraud. You're a mentally ill person on the internet, and there isn't a single morsel of meat or potatoes in any of your content. We're just gawking at...
I mean, aren't we all?
at your lunacy. I feel slightly guilty about it, but not enough to dissuade me from doing it. I don't believe in evolution is like saying I don't believe in gravity. Like when flat earthers say...
I do not feel guilty right now about stealing Professor Dave's content. I'm adding some commentary. I'm trying to make it fun. I'm trying to build a community and subscribers, but nobody's in the chat. They wouldn't even tell me that the video wasn't making sound before and that it was just me talking to myself, watching myself. So
I don't believe in...
Is it really? And if it is, my next question is, isn't that kind of obvious? Like, aren't you not contributing anything useful or entertaining or good?
It's literally all of those things. Everything Professor Dave does is all of those things.
Any conversations whatsoever?
Yes, it is exactly like that, and debunking science denial is both useful and entertaining. What are you doing with your life again, sport?
You're just making fucking money for yourself.
Which is also good for Dave. It'd be good. I wish I could. I don't know how to figure out how to make money. Well, I mean, I kind of do. I know how to do it, but I don't like to. I don't like capitalizing. It's not fun. It's not good.
That's all it is. It's just doing your job like a Nazi in the concentration camp.
Yes, anyone who does a job and earns money is exactly like a Nazi guard in a concentration camp.
I view them as slaves. Slaves. Because ultimately, when they switched to fiat currency, it really became debt slavery. It's not just the fiat currency because, that's the core of it. Because as everyone knows, the Federal Reserve functions in such a way that they charge interest on money that doesn't exist yet to banks that just put it on the books, and then it's so anyway, that's a whole different thing. I view it's so yeah, and then the banks own the property, and you have to get the property from the bank first and foremost. We've all played Monopoly.
Good call.
I mean, it's one of those things. I would say that personally, I know gravity's a thing. I just don't support it. I just don't support gravity because I'm a soulist.
Gravity supports you.
An anarcho-anti-realist.
Remember that.
I understand.
Even if you don't support gravity, gravity supports you.
That this world is a fucking prison. And
Maybe.
Dave is a warden.
Maybe.
Or a guard.
That sounds like a blast, but gravity is going to keep graviting with or without your support. Sorry. And since knowledge is
that how you say it? Graviting?
Power and freedom, I'm a lot closer to the guy busting everyone out of jail rather than someone keeping them in there.
I mean, he's in there with us, regardless, right? Is how that works. If the crazy man's correct and this is a prison, but Dave's not here. Whoa.
That initial singularity occurred. It didn't come from nothing. But nevertheless,
it literally fucking did. Dave, you imbecile. You narcopath. It came from nothing and will return to nothing. As everything does. As quantum foam does on the smallest Planck scales of the universe, like
it looks like it hurt him to say the word. It looks like he's actually getting headaches from trying to think.
Things appear from nothing and disappear into nothing, Dave. I think you're just afraid of dying. I think you're afraid of your own mortality. And
is this guy's favorite Pokemon Psyduck? I bet this guy's favorite Pokemon is Psyduck.
Self-reflecting on it, and that's why you, as they do, deny the possibility of things appearing from nothing and going back into nothing. Eternally, infinitely. You know?
Yeah, I'm terrified of dying. I think it's going to suck a lot, and I'm not looking forward to it. But that doesn't really change the laws of physics or the fact that, no, things do not appear out of nothing and return to nothing. Not that we have observed in this universe. It's cute that you memorized the phrase quantum foam, but when quantum fluctuation happens and virtual particles form and annihilate, they do so from the quantum foam, not nothing. Non-nothing is always something. And cosmology says nothing about the initial singularity forming from nothing. If something did do that, our current physics is unable to describe it, but I do enjoy the performative outrage when science-illiterate toddlers pretend to be frustrated as though they are talking down to someone beneath their intellectual stature, when they're really just pausing to desperately reload their word salad generator. We don't know, and so I'm not sure, and honestly, it's okay to go, a god went like that, and
finally! Fucking finally! I made a dent in Dave! He's letting go of his staunch, absolutist, fucking anti-theism. Fuck yeah! Yeah! I win! Fuck yeah!
There you go.
Right, a thing I've said practically verbatim on countless podcasts for several years about basic deism being unoffensive to me is somehow this weirdo influencing me because he likes how that makes him feel. Adorable.
Like you genuinely feel like you are superior to everyone because you're a YouTuber that makes science education videos. Fucking loser.
You might want to take care of that chip on your shoulder, buddy. I think people can see it from space. Now, these two morons are too dumb to understand anything I just said, but luckily their dumb challenge...
Dave, you're saying that because you're a narcopath. They do know all of that. You're just falling for their bait. You're just getting trolled. You're just falling for the life-wasting... time-wasting, space-wasting joke that you are, that they set a trap to expose you as.
Excuse me, that we all are.
Yeah, you know I make money doing this, right, moron? You think it's a waste of time?
I don't. I would like to. Please follow. Please subscribe.
To earn money? Am I a horrible person exploiting everyone to make money, or am I a silly fool who got baited by fake flat earthers?
Well, let's hope it's not the first one, because I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to piggyback off of his thing. So if he's being greedy, he's going to copyright claim it, and if I ever make money on my video, he's going to get it, and that would be a dick move, Dave. But you'd also be well within your rights.
Pick a lane. Also, no, these dipshits do not understand literally any science. They have no idea what the laws of thermodynamics say or anything else they were attempting to discuss. Neither do you.
Genuinely, Dave, who do you fucking think you are, dude? Go spend time with your fucking daughter. Stop uploading every single fucking day and wasting everyone's fucking time. You're falling off, dipshit. Go waste your time elsewhere.
I'm Dave. I make YouTube content, which is how I support my family. So again, it's very much not a waste of time. I don't have a daughter, by the way. That's a weird thing to fabricate. Fantasizing about raping her too? I know it's hard to see other people thriving, and I do apologize for that, but you don't have to invent an alternate reality where I'm falling off just because happy, successful people trigger you so much. This is very basic stuff you should be covering in therapy. Do you think maybe it's time for you to just stop watching my content, or pretending to watch it, or whatever it is you do over there in your lonely little barn, workshop, dojo, masturbation layer thingy?
I'm rich because I'm smart and I deserve it. I need all the money. Give me your money. Give me your money. I want your money. I'm so smart. Give me money. I want it. It's like, bro, you're mentally, like, you are a fucking insane person.
Said the guy who just did whatever the fuck that was.
Betty by Bo's time again. Good night, honey.
Dave Farina and his wife with me and between them astrally every night. Yeah. You're welcome, Dave. You're welcome.
Why wouldn't
You're welcome.
you be on the other?
Now, Carson, that's not very nice. I know it pains you every day that you will never feel the touch of a woman, but that's no reason to lash out and call my wife a gorilla or whatever the fuck you're trying to do here. She's quite the vision in reality. Get some class. Also, if you're between me and my wife, are you supposed to be the fucking teddy bear? I'm confused.
So, hey, I just feel like saying this. Dave Farina, you are my slave. You are my spiritual thrall. I own you.
What a fun little fantasy for you. You know, for someone who whines about how immoral and money obsessed I am.
You know, manifesting. That's all he's doing. He's doing the morning affirmations.
You sure know how to expose yourself by jumping straight to slavery. What would you have me do, master?
With knowledge comes wisdom, and if everyone can get wise enough, we can mold the world as we see.
Oh my God.
Sure, you can cackle at my channel trailer like a lunatic.
Your textbook, and I'm giving you the Cliff's Notes version in easy-to-watch segments. And the best
edutainment. You are contradicting yourself multiple times in this intro video as well as through your other videos, Dave. Whether they're educational or debunking or whatever. I honestly, I don't know. This is just funny. You're funny, Dave. You know,
Dave is pretty funny sometimes.
It's a great cult pitch, high control group pitch. I'll give you that.
Yeah, it's a cult pitch to explain science to science students. But I think the most surprising thing here is that there is a live animal on the premises. I would not have expected him to be able to keep a cat alive. Perhaps he will be eating him shortly.
YouTuber Professor Dave.
And Dave immediately demonstrates his hilarity.
I must cut through all the BS.
Whoa, what an accident that was. Let's cut through all the BS.
Real quick. Dave Farina and this Veritas et Carita guy are defending criminals and covering up their crimes. For that the main crime being the stealing and trafficking of cultural artifacts from antiquity. And Dan was pointing that out, and they are...
Now, I don't know don't think I've heard of Dave mention this specifically yet, but I think Dave is also on the side of cultural artifacts being returned to their rightful positions so long as those places are in such a stable state that they won't get immediately vandalized or destroyed. Would be the one condition. It's like, I'm just gonna keep this safe for you while you guys figure things out. Okay? And when you guys figure things out, I'll give it back, I promise.
Or shit talking important.
Yeah, you know me. If there's one thing I'm known for, it's stealing and trafficking ancient artifacts.
Which I'm not for, by the way. I'm totally not for. but if such a situation occurred, that would be the justification, I think.
A thing which the pseudo-archaeology frauds I expose actually do. Holy shit, this guy's such an asshole. Where did Dan accuse me of stealing artifacts? Why would he do that?
You know, I didn't want to do this because it's kind of a shill, it's kind of a grifter thing. It's kind of annoying and gross to ask for money. But, yeah, I might as well, because it is a religion. And, you know, if people want to donate money to a religion, that's their prerogative, you know? So, the Elysian Church, or Elysian Thelema, or Elysianism, is accepting donations at my Zelle, which I will attach at the end of this video, where you can screenshot it and then send it through Zelle.
Hey, look at that. The douchebag who is always...
Well, hey, Taji, Amin, and myself are both also accepting donations. If you PayPal me with the note, Taji, I'll PayPal him. But you can PayPal him yourself or go buy some merch at tajcam.com.
whining about how Dave the cult leader only cares about money is...
Or you can PayPal me, Comic Brandon, you know, because I do need money. Or work, you know, would be preferred. I do website design, graphic design. I do stuff, networking. I don't want to do no construction, especially I'm injured right now. So I'm trying to keep my physical expressions of self limited. But yeah, please consider hiring me for any kind of graphic design, website design you might need. I do networking, all kind of. I can make programs and stuff. I can write in Python. I can write in Visual Basic. I can write in C. I can do all kind of fun stuff, man. I can hit HTML. I can, you know. But that's the thing. It's tough, man, because everything I personally trained in, except for the physical stagehand things and comedy, AI does it now. AI does it cheap, for free even, but because people don't understand that they're the products. When you use AI to design your website, what you're doing is you're feeding the corporate machine that doesn't want you to own your own home, to own physical media, to be able to control anything. You're handing them all the power of money. It's forfeiting it. You just it's for them to have data to train on, to know what's good or likable or how to, you know. And so Stockholm syndrome's not real, but you're feeding the abuser. It's the worst possible thing you could do. And if you're doing it, I'm not saying that I hate you. I just want you to stop feeding the monster, please. If you can, because it's so enrapturing, and it's designed that way to make you, as I said earlier, a debt slave. It's so, please.
begging for money to fund his literal cult that nobody cares about.
Come on, man. I want some money to fund my cult. I wouldn't want a cult. That's way too much responsibility. And Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want a cult. I would like maybe like 4 or 5 sycophants and like 100 good fans that I could count on to show up to a theater. And like 1,000 followers would be like pretty mint for me. I'd be so happy for all of that. Like if 1,000 followers on the internet, 100 reliable, dependable fans that want to hear my thoughts out loud and for me to succeed in life. So that's, and like 5, definitely not 10. That's way too, like 5, maybe 3 absolute sycophants who would just do my bidding at will. That would be dope. I'd be so amused with the state of affairs were that the current situation.
Isn't that ironic? Anyway.
Or when I do finally reach that thing, I don't know. Maybe I'm just as crazy as this other lunatic. I don't know. Or, hopefully I'm just, we've done the Professor Dave Explains thing. I would like to do some kind of science translation for the public. Because again, I've said this before, I could probably understand. I said it way before the movie came out, Hail Mary. But I've always said I could probably understand aliens and then fail to express that back to people. However, with practice, because I can understand the science real good. I'm a good understander. I'm a good applier. You gotta apply yourself, Brandon. That's what they always said. And I kind of did a little bit sometimes, when necessary. I hit the apply. But mostly, nobody asked for any of this. So how much application of self do you really expect? And it's kind of, I think a lot of people put too much of themselves into the world. It's harmful. But what was I saying? Where did this start?
Wait, speaking of cults, let's wrap up.
Yeah. Fund my cult. Or fund Taji Amin's cult. Taji's got a cult going on, I think. He's starting a cult. Or fund Professor Dave's cult. That's a good cult. I don't even know what my cult would do. We haven't really, it's just me right now. So, yeah, but Taji, he's got a phone number and a website. So you should go check his shit out. Very professional stuff. It's not the best website because, again, I'm not really into applying myself too much. I'd rather watch Professor Dave. Well, I kind of feel bad about Professor, but I support the homie. It was good. I feel bad for the other guy too, just to make that clear. Because this is also my personal journal of my feelings.
Up by taking a brief look at his various cult manifesto pieces. This is the longer form stuff I mentioned. Don't worry, we're not going to do too much. Just a few snippets since we're already here and it's super funny.
Hello, this is a video wherein I will be describing my new epistemic philosophy, or doxastic,
OBS a little bit
what's it
more
called?
than me, or about where I'm at.
Framework, or
good for Carson, man.
Logic?
Is he on meds or something? He seems a lot more stable.
Oh, cool. Remember all those weird words from earlier that probably definitely don't go together? Now we're going to learn.
I'm against meds, unless it's a neurological issue, or like it's fucking antibiotics. You need that sometimes,
Learn about the
But as far as, see, I don't know. That's where I kind of separate myself from most of the sciencey smart folks, right? Is because the GLP-1s and psychomedicine. I think people should be allowed to be diverse, in a natural, normal way, and just normalizing synthetic kinds of It's so much more respectable when it good for them for losing the weight, but when a fat person does it through actual determination and that's a lot more admirable than someone who just got a shot and kept this, and it's, as we've seen, typically it lasts longer because it comes, it's the right way to do things, right? Science, that's how science works, is that's how you figure out the right way to do things, and what the world's saying to you is by testing it, and the tests have been done where people who decide they're going to just, run more, eat better, is longer way, is better way to approach a situation rather than just getting a shot or taking a pill. And yes, I do understand some circumstances are such extremes that administration of safety protocols are necessary, but I'd rather have free roam idiots than fucking doped up caged idiots,
Framework or whatever that explains all that stuff or some junk, complete with stock piano music for full effect.
But definitely a level of segregation to where, we got to mitigate the harm possible. But then, so then the argument becomes who knows fucking anything at all. That sucks.
Hello, here's the script. Hello, I'm here to explain my new philosophy or philosophy of belief called panepistemic bivalence or doxastic superposition.
For an opening line to a groundbreaking thesis, it is one notch above "Hello, my name is Kent Hovind." I'll give him that much at least.
How it works, as well as the natural implications that arise from it in regards to the larger psychiatric establishment.
My name is Forrest Gump.
And the political theological implications thereupon. Furthermore, I would like to elucidate the ontological, social, and epistemic values breakdown that arises from it, namely non-toxic self-abandonment to combat societal polarization. And
so look at him reading. Now he's got to comprehend what he's reading. And he looks like he typed this shit out in Notepad. And I'm guessing, now just my gut instinct here, he probably ran this through an AI. I haven't heard anything yet that indicates as such, but let's see.
Inability to be sorted effectively into political tribes, the ability to see opposers as spiritually controlled opposition, an all-encompassing loving disposition, even though oppression, disappointment, and establishes, even through oppression/disappointment and establishments/institutions.
I love when these types throw in all-encompassing loving disposition or something of the sort, despite being completely unhinged. Whether it's this guy threatening murder and rape, or some shithead like Chris Langan, who preaches about how we're all the same energy and should take care of each other, and then unironically denounces interracial marriage and promotes eugenics. But I will grant him
bro.
the inability to be sorted into.
But I do think psychology has a level of eugenics in it, and that's that. So, but we need to allow for it's, as far as we know, the more mutations, the better. The more differential, the better. Until we get good, because I don't even think we're good yet.
Tribes part. He definitely seems tribeless.
So and
I don't think that we're gonna get good. I think we're on a bad path, and I don't know how to. It feels bad, but we gotta get these fucking morons in line, educated and acting right. Then, for the sake of all of us.
Since what doxastic superposition, panepistemic bivalence are,
again, mitigation of harm, as I was saying. you know.
What is...
But instead, we're out here giving psychopaths all our fucking money, man. People that don't care or actively want to destroy the whole fucking planet and human race is the people we are fucking electing president, I guess.
Is the support for all or no beliefs, even all and or no beliefs, even...
Hey man, he's got emotional problems. You mean beyond pacifism?
Contradictory beliefs and non-belief. With a focus on validating all people and giving them power over their own reality, as well as democratizing power over consensus reality, which is largely coerced at the moment.
This is Billy Carson levels of being incapable of reading a thing he supposedly wrote himself. But yes, validating all people and giving them power over their own reality spoke into Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries, which Hitler's regime used in newsreels covering German military and air raids. You can't make this shit up.
This is a very all-encompassing subject that really reaches into the nature of oneself and getting to know oneself in the ancient or in the Western esoteric tradition, or merely being in the Eastern tradition. And it's continuing Crowley's work in trying to unify those into a post-Abrahamic East-West synchronizing ominous sort of theological tradition with modern rituals and techniques, wherein I would say it strengthens and amplifies your Thelemic magical practice.
He just wants to be seen as a big boy. He wants to be taken seriously.
And makes you
He'll say literally anything to do it.
Stronger ontological insurgent or psychic anti-terrorist. A better soulist in general.
Kinda just sounds like plain old existing. Most of us have that covered, especially the post-Abrahamic part. That shit happened a while ago. But yeah, ontological insurgent, psychic anti-terrorist and junk. Fun stuff. How about this one? Debunking the cult of Dave, rebuttal and takedown. Holy hell, couldn't he get AI to make something that looked even slightly like me? Why do I have glasses here? But that's right, I am a stupid toxic jerkface. This should be good.
It's legal.
Hello, I'm gonna go through some videos and, debunk the debunker. So I basically just had a conversation with Jim and I may continue it even.
You mean you fed a bullshit prompt into AI to coax out something you could whine about? He wants to see me use an appeal to nature fallacy in a hateful, greedy for profit and superiority complex way. Real impartial outline there, champ. What does it come up with? Okay, so there was the James Tour debate, and it wants to tell you what the critics within the creationist or intelligent design communities have to say about it. In other words, the damage control narratives that the worthless propaganda peddlers I exposed were able to drum up to soften the blow of James looking like a complete asshat who shrieked like a toddler and played with chalk for no reason while I presented a mountain of science that exposed him as a lying fraud.
Mr. Farina!
I appealed to motive, which means that I explained how he's a fraud who lies for Jesus and a paycheck from Discovery Institute.
I haven't seen that. I'm gonna watch that. That looks
like propaganda mill aligned.
Oh.
And with Christian theocrats who are enacting a hostile takeover of the federal government to demolish the separation of church and state. I mocked the audience reaction, which means I dunked on Tour's idiot church club who he bust in to stack the audience and heckle me, since they were just booing every time I presented science they don't understand to prove James wrong. And then this appeal to nature and a bunch of unintelligible gibberish that I definitely never said.
He's very immature, cultish. He intentionally is very territorial and violent, and that's why I said the thing as I said, was because he intentionally and actively made a terroristic threat to me and other people himself. Very sickening stuff. He says he wants to make a better world, but he goes around threatening people. Just ridiculous.
Still waiting for evidence of these terroristic threats, champ. Did they sound anything like that time you said you want to kill me? You know, just for comparison.
Claims of not an anti-theist. The science is neutral defense. He often states that science does not say anything about God, and therefore he is not an anti-theist because he is only defending scientific integrity. Okay, yeah, sure, buddy.
Uh-oh, is this AI proving you wrong? You whine all the time about what a dirty anti-theist I am. AI tells you I say the precise opposite all the time, and your response is, okay, yeah, sure, buddy. Are you saying that to me or the AI?
Like I said before, Dave, I will call the police if you come to my house, and you will go to jail. And most likely we'll be there too. We will be there together, best buds. And then you'll be setting a great example for your children.
Yeah, you can rest easy, bud. There's nothing I can think of that I'm less likely to do in the entire world than spend time with you.
By aggressively mocking those who deviate from consensus science, he isn't just defending facts, he's enforcing a psychological cage. To a soulist, his sledgehammer is a tool of oppression used to beat people back into a rigid materialist worldview. Doing intellectual violence. Imaginative violence with a literal sledgehammer trying to bust people's heads open and cause people mental distress, psychological and psychiatric diagnosis. But the thing is that he's probably going to get a lot of that too, and he's probably had a lot of that too. He just doesn't have it public like I do because he's ashamed. He represses the fact that he has those things going on, and he takes it out on his family.
Yes, Dave must be an insane person who abuses his family, so that I can feel better about who I am and what my life turned out to be. Seriously, get help, dude.
I think he is getting help.
And in all honesty, if he's
because again, I think he's repeating things that he's hearing. I think someone's saying this to him. This is literally projection 101, man. Like, someone else is saying the things to him because of his behaviors, and he's going out like, oh, Dave, man, doing all those things.
Like that, he should probably seek treatment. You know what I'm saying? Like I am, and I have, and I am going to. Yeah.
You have and you're going to? Not sure what this timeline looks like, but try to start tomorrow.
Like a little ego, little man. I'm gonna look up how tall is he. How tall is Dave Farina? Oh, no public information on his height. No public information on his height. Let's see how tall he is. I don't give a fuck. Looks about, yeah, he's a manlet. He's a manlet. That's why he's a cult leader.
I'm 5'9", a little on the short side, I suppose, but my lovely wife, who is about the same height, doesn't seem to mind. How tall are you and your wife?
He is fighting to maintain his own status within a hierarchical power structure of academia and media. And this is a nice little, graph to a pyramid. It's like a pyramid scheme that Dave is running. You know what I'm saying? You're all down here at the very bottom. All of his closest friends and his family are right below him, subordinate to him, like the Illuminati. You know, they got to keep those women in check, like the old Illuminati, not like the new Illuminati.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we've come a lot further than people like Dave.
I didn't know the Illuminati was receiving updates. That's not the Illuminati I'm part of.
Kind of sad. I feel bad for his wife.
No, my wife is not subordinate to me. We are equals, since egalitarianism is very important to us both. What's the power dynamic like between you and...
Thought I had a chatter, but it turns
your wife?
out
Hey,
I just didn't close my notification.
remember when you bragged about having imaginary slaves earlier? Do you dream about having a wife who's your slave? That's going to be a tough sell, champ.
You know, I've had people in my comments saying to me that I support the
Not as tough of a sell as you might think, though.
flat Earth.
Well, for him.
Which I feel like Dave probably in his Discord or something, or in one of his more closed communities, has said that about me, just to scare people away from investigating my videos, because he feels threatened by me. Very funny, honestly.
Is it because you threatened him?
Holy delusions, Batman. Yeah, there's so much chatter in your comment sections. Let's check the one for this video. Yes, Carson, I'm very threatened by your ability to ramble incoherently and fail miserably at lip syncing. I'm all over my secret club newsletter, warning everyone to stay away from your incredible groundbreaking content, which will inevitably evolve into a mighty cult that will replace my own, and then you'll finally get all the money and women you think you deserve. Is that about right? Let's see how he's coming along with building up the cult pitch.
Hello. This is a video wherein I'm going to be discussing why soulless anti-realism is the only cure for today's toxic political divide. I would say claim your spiritual freedom and escape the chaos of 2026 and onward.
That's right, the political divide is greater than ever, but Carson has the solution, soulless anti-realism, which comes in both capsule and gummy form. Spiritual freedom and escape from chaos can be yours today for just 3 easy payments of $99.99.
Hello. I would like to apologize formally to Professor Dave Explains, the science educator grifter and anti-theist cult leader, for insinuating that he is a predator on his children and that he contains CSAM in his computer and his hard drive. I'd just like to apologize, get that out of the way, get ahead of any legal proceedings he may want to be as a vexatious litigant. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that was a bold choice to put a super loud song with talking in it over himself talking so that he's barely audible. Anyway, I remember the anti-theist cult leader thing and the heinous accusation of abusing my family. I don't remember the kiddie porn accusation, but that seems pretty on brand. Don't worry, Chief, I wasn't planning on suing you. This is more for my own protection, but I appreciate the apology anyway.
You know, it's one of those things. Dave is a reality fascist. If you're a normal person that just can't afford to go on dates, he'll say you're an incel. You deserve to have no pussy, because I'm rich. I get to have a hot wife that totally doesn't get fucked by Carson Paul Lee, Dioplatonus Ambitheus in my dreams. You know, that he gets to say that because he's a multimillionaire. A fake revolutionary that relies on slavery, genocide, apartheid, terrorism,
don't we all?
War, whatever else. He's a reality fascist.
I hate to break it to you, champ. When I met my wife 15 years ago, I was broke as a joke. She liked me for me. And again, I'm not filthy rich today either. My net worth is well under $1 million. Time to find a better excuse. Maybe start by not lashing out at everyone who has things that you want and calling them fascist, terrorist, slave-owning, whatever the fuck you said, while fantasizing about raping their wives in your dreams. Women can sense that kind of hostility and emotional fragility, and it's a big turnoff.
Some people will believe that the moon landing is fake, and there's nothing you can do about it. Some people will believe that the earth is flat. You can't do anything about it. And it's kind of pointless and annoying and mean in a lot of ways to intentionally put yourself out there and say, hey, you can't believe that. I'm going to talk shit on you. I'm going to fucking harass you until you decide to leave the internet. Until you decide, I'm going to forcibly excise you and forcibly, exile you from the internet. It's psycho. It's fucking psychopathic. Just fucking let people be who they are. Let them do what they want to do. You don't have to be a debunker about everything, about everyone. Yeah? What? Okay, Mom, bye.
Man, I hate when my mom tries to bring me pizza bites and accidentally ruins my video too. Oh wait, I haven't lived with my mother since I was a child. Anyway, Carson, I don't debunk everything and everyone. I debunk anti-science propaganda and the frauds who peddle it. When charlatans are profiting off of lies that kill people, I won't just leave them be. I will Batman that shit up and fucking destroy them, because that's what needs to be done. But beyond trying to shame me for standing up for justice, what you're claiming about the futility of my crusade is idiotic. People believe wrong things, and there absolutely is something I can do about it. I can make well-produced, compelling, fact-based content that demolishes the lies that people fall for and helps them deprogram from the frauds who brainwashed them. I'm really good at it, which is why me, Dave Farina, have indeed rescued many people not just from pseudoscientific beliefs like flat earth or quantum mysticism, but well-funded, politically motivated anti-science propaganda pipelines like creationism, anti-vaccine propaganda, climate change denial, conservative podcast bro oligarchy apologetics, even Zionism. So many people have contacted me to thank me for helping them deprogram. There is an
I didn't really need deprogramming because I never bought into none of that bullshit. But thank you anyway, Professor Dave, because I totally understand what you're doing and I appreciate and respect it.
Information war happening on the internet with the future of humanity hanging in the balance. The side of deception is currently winning, and I'm one of the fucking Spartan dudes in the movie 300 fighting against an army of Persian frauds poisoning the public for political and financial gain.
That's racist.
There's no ego associated with that depiction. It just is what it is. What I do matters. I know it, and I can't be gaslit into denying it by anyone, least of all you. Anyway, does this cult of yours have any rituals or what?
Hail Ra that goeth in the bark, into the caverns of the dark.
Was this guy in a fire or something?
There we go. I staunch the blood and the wafer soaks it up. The high priest invokes.
Okay, content warning, I guess? Self-harm and mutilation? I didn't know. Oh, sorry.
Got the job done. Shaddai El Chai Adonai Aaretz Ate Malku Begabura Begadula Leolam Amen. Yehoah Adonai.
This guy's accurately depicting how religion actually started.
Agla. Before me Raphael, behind me Gabriel, my right hand Michael, my left hand Ariel, for about me flames the pentagram, with the me sends the six-rayed star.
Okay, I think that's our cue to get the fuck out of here. This is giving me the creeps, like somehow I shouldn't be watching this or something. Any last words of wisdom, Carson?
Abolish gravity. Immanentize the eschaton. Reality delinda est.
Yes, reality must be destroyed because the eschaton, which means the end of the world, and also abolish gravity, which is a totally normal thing to say. Between the blood rituals, the apocalyptic talk, and the sporadic concrete threats towards me, I'd be lying if I said I'm completely unconcerned. Why did I win this lottery? Why am I the one he's obsessed with? Do I resemble a gym teacher he had who picked on him in middle school or something? There are other debunkers out there, after all. I suppose there's no point in trying to make sense of any of this, since there's no sense to be had. Basic logic doesn't apply when dealing with mental instability of this nature. I guess all I can say is that if I die suddenly, maybe consider the possibility that it was this guy, or maybe assume that Israel did it and pinned it on him. I don't know. I don't know what to say, I don't know what to think, and I definitely don't know how to end this video, so let's just wrap it up. So that's it for whatever the fuck this was. Should I have done this or not? Am I safer now or less safe? Are you laughing? Are you concerned? If the latter, for him or for me? Maybe a little of both? Perhaps it's not worth dwelling on. Into the archive this goes, and it's back to tackling anti-science propaganda for me. Until next time.
Thanks, Professor Dave. And thank you, everybody, for watching and joining me. Catch you on the next one. Sorry that the sound just stopped working at some point, or just never worked at all, and did. Thanks for watching. Bye.